Hello and welcome to the West Coast. It's time for round number 8 of the NRSL Hooters Series Season 3, and we are here in Ontario, just a few miles west of Auto Club Speedway, for another super speedway that is in the state of California. This one, a 2.5-mile track that looks a little bit like Indy. But with that, let's get down to the starting grid. On the front row is Charles Sanford, the California kid, and Mary Shelley, our points leader. Row 2 has Jessica Shelton and Jerry Shelley. Henry Powers and Jeff James make up row number 3, with Brian Patterson, Dylan Young, row 4. Matthew Morais and Mason Neal round out the first 5 rows. Here's the rest of the starting grid. Mary Shelley comes in with a 5-point lead over Jessica Shelton, 6 points back to Kyle Matthews in the 38. Dylan Young finds himself only 18 points back in 4th. Alex May is 5th in points, 54 points back. There you see him. Kyle Collins, Sky Commons, Charles Sanford, Preston Plord, and Cosmic Nova make up the rest of the top 10 in points. Here's the command.
Drivers, start your engines!
Final row has Chris Washer and Max Newworth. This is going to freeze for a moment, sorry. Okay, there we go. We are back. Let's see. So, the onboard cameras that we will be carrying here today. Obviously, got the points leader carrying the Chevy onboard camera. Carrying the Dodge onboard camera will be Jessica Shelton. Kyle Matthews will be carrying the Great Clips onboard camera. Dylan Young, the Lowe's onboard camera. Alex May, the Coast Guard onboard camera. Kyle Collins, the Yellow Freight onboard camera. Sky Commons, another one of the California natives, currently resides in Las Vegas though, will be carrying the outdoor onboard camera. And our final onboard camera will be carried by 9th in the points, Preston Plord, the AmeriQuest Ford, carrying the Ford onboard camera. Field still has about 2 more corners to go before they will take the green flag. Worth mentioning, Hiroshi Kazuyoshi, after the win last week, still not high enough in points to be chase eligible, finds himself 32nd in the points, 18 points to the bad. He's 18 points behind Sam Young on that one. As we have a lot of Dodges up in the front, we'll see how those guys do. Chase grid would look like Kyle Matthews, Dylan Young, Charles Sanford, William Duncan, Chris Louvier, all with wins, and then the rest would be seated on points. And here we go. The green flag is out. We are underway from Ontario. Sanford with a jump. Let's see if they deem that a legal start. Sanford gets the jump going down to turn 1. We'll have to watch him though on whether or not he gives the spot back and whether or not they penalize car number 9 for the start. Jessica Shelton trying to get 3rd away from Jerry Shelley down the back straightaway. Patterson has worked his way into 5th essentially down the back. And Kyle Collins working his way past Jeff James. Patterson thought about 3 wide inside of Shelton. Not going to do it. Looks like the 9 going to be just fine even though he hasn't given away the spot yet. No caution the first time around. Charles Sanford, the California native, leads lap 1. Looking at the back, Chris Washer from 42nd to 39th already on 1 lap. 3 wide back here. This is looking a little bit bad. Ashley LaPlante, Mason Neal, Time Pollard, Eric Powers all there. A little bit of a breakup here. Looks like the 8 of Matt Dixon might have gone the wall. We'll try and get a look at the right side. Doesn't look like it. Looks like he's just fine. Speaking in the wall, there we go. There's a wreck. Stephen Paul, the 3rd, up and over into the catch fence almost. Big wreck. And on his roof for the 57. Dixon involved. Balding. Zorline. Marias. Jordan Davis involved. Mason. They had another wreck. Plourd's involved. Huge wreck on the front straightaway. Okay, wow. So we'll have to check that out. Charles Sanford leads under the caution. Chris Washer involved. Amanda Shelley, Jay Stella, Kazuyoshi, Sam Young, Marias, Time Pollard, Austin LaPlante, Pollard, Nova, Balding, Dixon, Davis, Kreller, Duncan, Zorline, Plourd, May. Looks like Card Pollard with some damage, maybe. A lot of people involved, and I was not expecting to see that big of a wreck that early on. Wow, huge wreck. Matt Dixon returning to the track, so that's good. Let's take a look back at what happened. And we're back. Turn 3, right here. You're going to see Matthew Marias in the 34 get the wall. He's going to come down into Cosmic Nova, which turns Stephen Pollard III's car around. Seth Cole gets turned hard up into the wall. And Matt Duncan gets turned up into Pollard's car and just flips him over, essentially, as he keeps continuously hitting him. More people come along getting involved. Matthew Marias back there. Let's take a look at how he flipped. Or who hit him to flip him. Let's see. So he's around right here. Gets clipped by Matt Duncan there. There's Preston Plourd. He's involved, and that's what sends the 34 up and over. There's Mason Neal. There's Alex Maging involved. Jay Stella right there. Time Pollard there. Jordan Davis up here. Let's see what happened to the 64. So he avoids it. And then what happens? I saw the 18 there. Davis coming down the track. Gets clipped by the 18, who really didn't have a whole lot of places to go there. Sky Commons gets involved. There's Sam Young and Ben Newirth getting involved. Kazuyoshi, last week's winner. And you see all these guys on the apron. That's where the problems up there are going to be. Because if you're on the track, no problems. There is a lot less grip when you're on the... Oh my God, Chris Washer. Wow. Now, I think part of this might have been we had some guys trying to get to pit road, some not. But Washer, could not decide which way to go. Finds himself right into the pit wall. Wow. There's William Duncan. Let's see what happened to him. There's just more calamity right there. I think Amanda Shelley ends up hitting the 59. There's Card Pollard, actually. He goes around. Yeah, 22 ends up hitting the 59. Which I think in turn then hits the 6 around. Shelley slides up into the wall. And just nowhere for Sam Young to go. There's Alex May going around. Ben Newirth's going to try and get through. I don't think he's going to. Or if he did, oh my gosh, he got through that somehow. There's Kreller. There's Kazuyoshi just pile driving the 06. Oh my gosh. Sam Young with a wild ride. Wish we had an onboard on his car. There's Plourd. Well, we're going to have some onboards to take here, aren't we? Let's... Oh, and Stella just hits the 06 on his hood. Wow. Let's go ahead and take some onboards of these wrecks. First car we'll ride on board with is Preston Plourd. There's Dixon getting involved. We kind of missed that one in there. Unfortunately, you'd think that was it for Plord, but nope. Oh, he gets clipped from behind. Now on board Alex May. Gets through that actually pretty well unscathed. Oh, and he gets clipped, I think, as well. Ben Neuwirth, how did he get through that? And the final onboard we'll take is that of Sky Commons. Not a whole lot of places to go, really, on that one. Well, that wreck certainly dwindled down the field, but surprisingly, the 9 has not had to serve any sort of penalty for beating the 7 to the line. So I guess as long as the 7 went, which apparently they did, and the green flag was out, the 9 is fine. But cars out of the race after that incident. Chris Washer, Hiroshi Kazuyoshi. Let me try and get through that name, actually. Hiroshi Kazuyoshi, Sam Young, Matt Duncan, Seth Cole, Jay Stella, Amanda Shelley, Austin LaPlante, Matt Balding, Cosmic Nova, Time Pollard, Mason Neal, Jonathan Zorline, Preston Plord, Matthew Marias, and Jordan Davis with a fuel leak. The leader is the California native Charles Sanford, then Mary Shelley, our points leader, runs second. Jerry Shelley third, Jessica Shelton fourth, Brennan Patterson in fifth, then Jeff James, Dylan Young, Henry Powers, Jake Bassinger, and Chris Louvier round out the top 10. Kyle Collins, Kyle Matthews, Maxwell Chan, Eric Powers, Mason Powers, Ashley LaPlante, Max Neuwirth, Sky Commons, Dylan Thoreau, and Ben Neuwirth, the top 20. Card Pollard, Alex May with damage, Matt Dixon's got damage, Stephen Paul III amazingly is still running in 24th. Zach Kreller and William Duncan all still on the track but have damage, at least for those May on back. I think Card Pollard's car looks just fine. Not sure if it'll be off the pace. But how is this car running? Either way, the green flag is back out. We're underway once again, almost halfway home. Jerry Shelley making a move inside of Mary Shelley here. Shelley's battling it out for second on the restart. Patterson wants fourth away from Jessica Shelton. And looks like she will have to concede the spot. Mary Shelley does keep the spot over Jerry Shelley though. Dylan Young, I think, has gotten a spot. Yeah, he has. He's gotten sixth away from Jeff James on the restart. Looking at who's out the pace. Duncan, Kreller, Pollard, Dixon. Looks like Sky Commons might be a little bit off the pace with his damage. But these guys up here seem to be just fine. We'll have to see how far off the pace the 21 and the... Who is that again? Sorry. 33, that's right. 21 and 33 will be. Kyle Matthews kind of just lounging around in the top 20 right now. Kyle Collins leisurely in the top 10. And here comes Dylan Young now wanting the fourth spot, or the fifth spot away, from Jessica Shelton, as Patterson wants third away from Jerry Shelley. And throw Bassinger into the mix as well up here. Car 19 wants a spot. Meanwhile, Mary Shelley trying to reel in the number 9, who's going for his second win on the season. And Patterson makes the move inside of Jerry Shelley. Dylan Young inside of Jessica Shelton. Not able to get the move done just yet. Bassinger peeking. He's maybe going to make it 3 wide. Indeed, he will. Down into turn number 1. And Shelton gets out of the throttle. Louvier now going to capitalize here. And Jeff James going to try and capitalize as well. And meanwhile, we have a battle for the top spot. Mary Shelley peeking to the inside of car number 9. And not able to get the move done just yet. Patterson looks like he's got a strong car, though. It'll make moves. He's inside Jerry Shelley once again for 3rd. Louvier up to 4th now. Got another strong car here once again. Hasn't actually gone a top 10 since his Cleveland win. And Jerry Shelley actually hangs on to 3rd, though, from Baron Patterson. Jessica Shelton now has found her way back to the inside line, trying to get a spot back from Jake Bassinger now. As Dylan Young has fallen outside of the top 10 now. Losing a spot to Eric Powers and to Kyle Collins in the process. Louvier now into 4th, I think. Or no, that was for 5th. Oh, Kyle Collins with a save off the bumper of the 99 there. Nearly got turned. We stay green. Everyone keeps it going straight as Patterson makes a move for 3rd. Mary Shelley once again tries to make the move for the lead. Not able to get it done as they go down to turn number 1. And Kreller and Duncan are just coming off turn number 4 as the leaders come off turn 2. They are about half a lap down to the leaders. Going to be interesting whether or not they actually catch him. Bassinger now has gone back around for 5th. This is definitely the best battle on the track as Henry Powers now trying to throw his name into the mix. 3 wide once again. Louvier on the far outside. Going to get the wall there. So too does Jeff James. Everyone keeps it going straight though. Although Dylan Young nearly got a bumper full of Eric Powers there off the turn number 3. And Brennan Patterson has gone 2nd away from Mary Shelley. And even while making moves, he is still running faster lap times than our race leader, Charles Sanford. Can the Shelleys work together, though, to steal a race win away, maybe? Or could it be Brennan Patterson's day to finally shine here in the Hooters Series? 41st in the points coming in, running 2nd on the racetrack, going for the lead, peaking, not able to get there just yet. Keeps it behind, coming off turn number 4, not able to get there just yet. 4 laps to go from Ontario. And the top 4, you could throw a blanket over them. Mary Shelley makes the move, not able to get it done. Jerry Shelley, the big loser there, with just the time advantage lost. They're exiting 3, so no problems there. Bassinger into a clear 5th. Then it's Henry Powers, Jessica Shelton, Kyle Collins, Max Newworth in 9th, and Maxwell Chan right now in 10th. And how about the job by the 83? I just realized this. He's running 11th. He was spinning underneath that first, coming to the line, that first caution. And once again, here we go. Brennan Patterson makes the move. This time he's going to make it stick, though. Where does Mary Shelley go for the run? Down the front straightaway. She goes to the outside line. Sanford hangs on to the lead. Jerry Shelley to the inside. Mary Shelley trying to hang around the outside here to get a spot maybe from Bram Patterson. The top 4 all battling really hard for the race win. Sanford's the only one of this bunch that has a win though this season. No pressure really on him. And let's see. Patterson trying to reel him in again. 2 to go at the line for the California kid, Charles Sanford. Mary Shelley and Jerry Shelley kind of falling back a little bit there on that lap. 8 corners left to go. Here comes Brennan Patterson. 5 miles left of racing here from Ontario. I don't even remember what this race is called. I'm sorry. Here we go. Patterson peeks to the inside. They almost make contact there. Patterson still hanging in down the back straightaway. Jerry Shelley again looks to the to the inside. Mary Shelley goes to the outside. Looks like Patterson's car got a little bit tight there, maybe through turn 3. The run through 4, coming to the white flag this time by. They won't have to deal with Duncan or Kreller, it looks like. And it might be just mano a mano between Sanford and Patterson. 1 lap to go from Ontario. Here comes Patterson once again. Can he get it to stick this time? Looks like he's going to. Sanford trying to use the outside to his advantage. Down the back straightaway, Shelley this time goes low to try and help Patterson. Patterson to the lead down the back straightaway. Does Mary Shelley have anything to steal a win away now from Brennan Patterson? Trying to battle with the 9. And coming off turn number 4, we switch to spectator cam. Brennan Patterson, 41st in the points. He goes to victory lane. That's a terrible camera angle, actually. Just kind of switch to none now as they come across the line. Kreller and Duncan going to be the last 2 to finish this one. And they've probably been battling like that for the entire time that we've been going green since that one restart. And it looks like Kreller might be able to get it at the line. Yes, he will. "41st in the points, though, will go to victory lane here. Brendan Patterson, way to go. Mary Shelley grabs 2nd at the line. She will retain the points lead here. Charles Sanford and Jerry Shelley, the top 4. Bassinger, a distant 5th. Henry Powers, Jessica Shelton, Max Newworth, Kyle Collins, and Card Pollard goes from spinning to a top 10 finish. Or comes back from spinning to get a top 10 finish, I should say. Only 26 cars finished, unfortunately, because of a huge wreck there early on in the race. But we went clean and green from lap 7 till the checkered flag. Congrats to Brennan Patterson on the win here today. I don't know if it's his first Hooters Series win. I'd have to check the record books on that, so I'm not going to say whether or not it was. Either way, congrats to Brennan Patterson. A great job there. Set up Sanford perfectly. Waited for his turn to be there, and he took advantage of it when it came down to it. Congrats to Brennan Patterson on the win. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, and I'll see you next time.